don't know about you, but I don't like to hand water. I don't have time. It's just too much. Just too much. Let's talk about a few ways to use some different tools for irrigating. First on the list is your standard impact sprinkler. On an impact sprinkler, we have all kinds of adjustments we can do to get whatever we got to get done. You have your stops, so you can stay in a certain area if you want to. You have some adjustments to make it flatten out. You can adjust your trim for your drift zone as you get out there, and you can go way out there for overhead watering type things. You flip this little tab up, you can actually go 360 degrees. It'll just keep going and going and going and going and going. So, light one up, see what happens. Okay. Right now it's going out about as far as it can go. It's getting everything it can. Left to right. You can also adjust, flatten it out, and get everything right here in this one area just what we want. Right on everything here instead of getting way over there. Sometimes you get wet. You can also adjust your drift zone, how far out you want it to go. Sometimes you may have to get over top of things. Like I said, sometimes you get wet. Impacts are great on a tripod for getting over top of things, for overhead watering. It's not good for the summertime. Not in the afternoon. Morning only would be what we want to do, like a impact type sprinkler for overhead watering. This is a tripod with a ground irrigation head replaced in it. This is going to pop up, and this is going to give me 360 degrees, so this would go great in the middle of a garden for watering. Wet. You ready? There you go. 360 degrees. You can also adjust down. I'll show you this in a second. I can adjust this down to however far out I got to get. You have to go wide. Oops, wide. There we go. These on and off fittings are great for the end of a garden hose. I can do whatever I want with this. I can slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, turn it off. These little fittings are great. Go ahead and get yourself one. Now the same head, same irrigation head. This is a 180 degree head, and it is on a little spike, simply on a spike, with a PEX heading on the end, a hose clamp, a spike. It's in the ground. And I'm going to be able to water everything right here, 160 degrees. And notice how it does the up and down thing. So I'm getting everything above and I'm getting everything below. So everybody's getting wet just right here where I want it. They're self-cleaning as well. When they go down, they actually gush water up the shaft, and it cleans out anything that might be, any debris that might be in the way. These are pretty cool little sprinklers. I like these. These are called Dad's Little Sprinkler. See the square? It actually comes out in a square. Now, if you had two of these on a Y adapter about 10 feet apart, you could do some pretty good watering, because they do put out quite a bit of water at one time. So this would be about 10 minutes, because it's a good soaking, doesn't go too high, and it gets a lot of things wet at one time. Again, overhead watering you want to do in the morning only. Now let's go to the old wave type sprinkler. This is one of the old style Miracle-Gro feeders. I don't have time to feed either. Stand there and water, feed. This, you can put whatever NPK you want. If you're doing a vegetable type, it's 18, 18, 21. If you're doing like lawn, it'd be like 26, 3, 4, something like that, your NPK. But you fill it up, you get about 15 minutes. And we actually have this one hooked up to an old wave type sprinkler, which this one here actually is pretty cool because just by moving this piece here, you can narrow or widen where the jets are, and obviously you can adjust the throw. So, as the Miracle-Gro is going through the feeder, it's coming out out whatever you use, impact or this, it's coming out the end. So you're actually feeding while you're watering without actually being there. Moving right along, now we're going to talk about root feeding. The simplest way to do like pots, especially strawberry pots and things of that nature, is PVC pipe. PVC is very cheap. A 10-foot piece of this is about $4. You drill a bunch of 1/4-inch holes in there randomly, put a cap on the end, you put this down inside the pot, you fill your soil around it, you plant your plants in it, and what you do is you just fill this up with water, with a watering can or whatever, and what happens is the water actually comes out at the base of the pot. It actually will come out the base so you can water the roots at the base, so you're not just watering the top and getting big lush foliage, you're actually watering the guys that are down below as well at the same time. Alright. Now going to the roots type from the pot to here, and this is a little 2-gang thing I was telling you about. These things are really cool. You can set up all kinds of things all you want. You can spider things out. You can go out there and turn them on, turn them off at random. You can put timers on each one of these if you want and have this on, just like that. And the timer will come on and go off and do this zone, this zone. There's also a 4-gang you can put on here and do the same thing. A lot of times you can get these 1/4-inch adapters, and you can put this type out in the middle of your garden, and you can run different things up and spider it all over the place. We've got this one set up, just a little short demonstration here. These are 1 gallon an hour emitters. So when I turn this on, you're getting 1 gallon per hour. This is actually coming up through the base of the pot to the surface, and it's watering it back down. You actually pull it down to the soil level. If you want them out like this, you can actually lace these across with the T's and have it sitting right in the top of the pot. This comes on a 100-foot roll. Look at that. It's like a big giant slinky now. But these have emitters every 6 inches. And see, look, you get 1 gallon per hour per emitter. So you can actually like lace these all through your garden bed as well. This one, this is your standard drip hose. This is going to gush out a lot of water at one time at the root of your plants. This would be great for any time during the day, during the morning, whenever you feel like you need the water. Root zone is the best way to go. Now, for when you're hot, you can actually get something like this with the 1/4-inch line. Get your T's, get everything set up. You can actually lace this around a porch, a canopy, whatever. These are pretty cool foggers, and you can put these all over the place, and you get nice and wet.